Holy crap. That ending. Oh, perfect. So hyped. Okay. Episode 11 of Legends. Here I go again in reference to the song from the 80s. Here I go again on my own. Okay, I'm not going to sing the whole song. Anyways, Zari, at the beginning of the episode, has a fight with Captain Lance, and Ray's there trying to get them not fighting because he knows that Mollis is still inside of her, as John Constantine had warned her, and so he's trying to keep shit from going down. Zari goes to fix the ship and gets splattered with some of the stuff coming out of the little tubes, and then the ship blows up and everyone gets stuck in a time loop, but she's the only one who can remember. So she goes through it a couple times and tries to get Captain Lance to believe her that she keeps reliving the same thing over and over. She keeps getting sedatives from Ray in the med bay, and then eventually she develops a, I don't know what I'm talking about. She develops a immunity to sedatives, and she wakes up. She runs into Nate, and Nate tells her, "Come to me and say Groundhog Day." Then Zari goes up to Nate the next time, and she just goes, "Hey, Hedgehog Day." And he's just like, okay. He's just confused. She's like, "You told me if I came up to you and said Hedgehog Day, you would know what I'm talking about." And he catches on, and he's like, "Oh, Groundhog Day." And I think he did a hilarious job this episode, and I think that Zari did a really good job. It was just insane. So obviously it's a Groundhog Day type film, or it's in relation to that film, where everybody's on a loop, living the same day over and over, and you're supposed to be a better person at the end of it, which is what is Nate's explanation to Zari. And so she kind of takes that to heart throughout the rest of the thing, and then they go and investigate first Amaya. She's clean. She knew that before she'd even talked to Nate about it. Nate's obviously clean, because she's working with him to figure it out. They investigate Mick, and then they check out Ray, and they're like, "Yeah, no, he's doing boring stuff. He's doing boring science stuff. He's not the reason the ship blows up." And then Sarah, and so they clear Amaya. They clear Mick, who was the guy they thought it was. Nate's clear. Ray gets cleared pretty quick, and then they go investigate Sarah for a while. She teams up with Ray to shrink down and investigate what's going on. And then Sarah talks and gets really heartfelt about how she wants Zari to be part of the team. And her and Ray are just talking about it, and Sarah catches on to... She's like, "I keep hearing this buzzing, like, going on in the time ship. Like, I don't know what's going on." And Ava's like, "You need to, like, kill it right now. Like, you could have the plague, and then you'd have a bigger problem on your hands." So she smacks Ray and kills him, as well as Zari, I think. And so then she wakes up again. So then she knows it's not anybody who's on the ship. She's checked every corner of the ship, she thinks, and she just does not know what's going on, what's causing the explosion. She gets really upset about it. She goes and has a little fun messing around. She learns to play the fiddle, which I just watched the episode with the fiddler. I don't know if that was like a reference or if that's just something that the actor wanted to show her skills on screen. Like, she can actually play the violin really well. I don't know necessarily if that was supposed to be a reference to the fiddler, because it's like episodes away in the Flash. It's like episode 14 for Flash, and this is episode 11 of Legends. Not to mention that they're off on a weird schedule, so I don't know necessarily what that was, but I thought it was really cool to have her play that, especially at the end when everybody's doing their own thing. And then she's also messing around. She finds the Hawk Girl mask, that was a cool little reference. I don't know why they'd still have that on the ship for any reason, but I mean, maybe we'll see her come back here soon. I don't know, maybe. I was told by one of my buddies that a lot of people are coming back, including one of my favorite people. So she goes and has that little fun adventure, messing around a little bit, and then she gets back to it. She tells Nate, "I don't know what's going on." She's freaking out, and so she tries to kill herself. And Sarah comes up and is like, "What are you doing? Like, let's talk about this." Zari opens up and tells her what's going on. Like, you won't believe me, like, even if I tell you. Sarah listens and believes her. And so then they try and figure everything out. Mick throws a beer bottle in the trash, and Gary throws it back up. They go down to the trash compactor, open it up. Gary's in there. He's like, "I have this thing on a time loop." And Mick thinks it's a bomb, breaks it. They find the bomb. It's in the anachronism they had just brought back onto the ship. And so Zari says, "I'm going to take one for the team." And she uses her little wind vortex to keep the bomb encased in the cabin, like the captain's cabin. Assuming that she'd be able to save everybody else by enclosing herself with the explosion, trying to go out on a sacrifice. And you're just kind of like, oh no, what? Like, she's gonna die, like, after all this? Like, she's learned so much about the team, like, gotten super personal with everybody, and now it's all over? Like, it kind of sucks. And so, then she wakes up in the next day, or she relives the day or whatever, right? And she's fine, everybody else is gone, and it turns out that Gideon had run a simulation this entire time and was just testing Zari. A sneaky little bitch like Gideon is. So Gideon created the time loop within Zari's subconscious as she had downloaded it up into her, and so as she was sedated in the med bay, she was running all these things through her head, making Zari think it was real, and tricking her into staying on the ship, basically, because if she didn't do that, Zari would have left the ship, Malice would have won, XYZ. So Gideon is playing like a big role as a hero right now in making sure that everything plays out how it's supposed to, which is really weird because normally, I mean, I guess every once in a while, the heroes look to Gideon to figure things out, but she's taking like a bigger role now that she, with her being a real person and Rip Hunter making that connection, she's playing a big role. And speaking of Rip Hunter, Kid Flash is here. Kid Flash is on Legends. He's up in China just chilling, meditating, and Rip goes, "Hey, you're a hard man to find," like he says to everybody else. And he's like, "That's kind of the point." And he's like, "I need your help saving the universe." I think it would have been easier for Rip to just be like, "I'm a friend of Barry's. I need your help right now." And then Wally gives up Barry a call. "Hey, do you know Rip Hunter?" I just think... But I love that they're bringing Wally into the fold because Rip has gone in the wind and is now recruiting his own team again, which I knew was going to happen. I said it the last video. I was like, Rip's going to go recruit his own team and bring Wally on and whoever else. He can recruit an entire team before he goes and reaches the Legends, but we'll see what he does. I'm really excited to see Wally on the Legends, and I hope he stays on the show and they continue it. If not, I'd be fine seeing him back on the Flash. I just love him. Kenyon's a super cool guy. But that's it. I'm gonna go watch the next episode to see what the hell they do with Kid Flash and how they bring him back into the fold. The next one's the Curse of the Earth Totem. They're back pirating and in attempts to find the Earth Totem, as I would assume, and things go south. So I don't know if Wally will be in that episode. I really hope he is, but we will see. And I will see you all later on the next review. Peace out.